Okay, so uh, welcome to AP Computer Science A. My name is Mr. Vonderheide, and this is a video where we're going to talk about the syllabus and sort of the class, and also just some of the first things that you need to do so that you can actually start working on some assignments. So I'm going to be giving you guys access to a shared folder on Google Drive, and there might be a couple different shared folders to give you access to. I think in Classroom, I'm going to try and create a folder and put everything in there. And then also probably on my own Google account, I'll probably set up a shared folder for you guys. CS and probably the year. Once you go into this folder, right now, this is maybe what it might look like. It has a Unit 1 folder, the fundamentals, has a Java quick reference, which we'll talk about later, has course and exam description from the College Board. So this is like the document with everything from the College Board about your class, the topics, the exam. I got some PDFs of Hall of Fame students who scored 4s or 5s in my class. You could see who's done that and maybe aspire to be on there yourself. And then the syllabus is in this first folder. So let's take a look at the syllabus first. And so it's a PDF document. So the purpose of this course is introduce the fundamental concept of object-oriented programming. Okay, so that's a type of programming language, We're going to use a specific language called Java. And the College Board's exam is also based off that language. It's one of the most widely used languages. There are other languages that are gaining popularity. So concepts such as classes, objects, inheritance, polymorphism, code reusability, those things probably won't mean anything to you right now. And this whole object-oriented thing won't probably make sense for a little while, but we will start learning. Course objectives: develop and understand the concept of class in an object, develop the understanding of how objects model real-world objects, implement inheritance to construct an object inheritance hierarchy, implement polymorphism to process collections of objects, develop an understanding of algorithms to algorithmic processing, and maybe study some other activities. Students must complete unit programming projects geared to AP type questions. And so these projects are going to be the majority of your work that we're going to hopefully do mostly in class during class time. Students tested on units of instruction every 3 to 4 weeks. So you will have exams, some written, some typed. Students will have multiple opportunities to succeed and take them in. So I plan to give you retest opportunities. Grading scale is, typical, normal grade weighting. About half of your grade is your assignments, which you should and can get 100% credit for. And then the exams and the final will be about half of it. And then there's a little chunk for other stuff that we will be doing at different points. Student requirements: you'll need to have access to a computer, and that's not a tablet, not a Chromebook, because you're going to have to actually install a program on your device. And so you need to have like a laptop or desktop. So talk to me about that if you have any issues with that. If we're in the classroom, then you can use those ones. And if you need to come in at lunch or after school or something like that to get some more time, we can talk about that. Hopefully we're going to get most of our work done in class time, unless you're absent or, you just have a little more trouble. So what you're going to need to install, it would be good though, just to have this on a computer at home, just in case you want to do some work at home or whatever. And you need what's called an IDE, an Integrated Development Environment. And this is something that allows us to type the programs, to compile them, and run them. And so the ones that we're going to use, that I'm going to be using, mostly one called BlueJ, BLUE, just capital J, kind of like the bird. This is a website where you can get it. It's free. We'll also use Greenfoot, maybe at some points, a lot less, but you can go ahead and try and install it now just to have it. But we're going to be using BlueJ right away. I'll show you that in a second. Anyways, this class is designed to help you take the AP exam and hopefully score a passing score, get college credit, and allow you to get college credit to move into the next computer science course in college if you're going to keep taking courses or whatever. Computer science, introduction to computer science, this is the equivalent of, is a common, required, usually first year class for engineers, engineering majors, and possibly some other majors. I want you guys to be honest and only turn in things that are actually yours. Okay, if you get it from someone else, if you copy from someone else, and then that's not yours. And I mean, first of all, it's just kind of annoying and just not right. But secondly, you're not going to learn anything in this class. And when you have to take tests on your own, when you have to take the AP test, as this class gets more complicated, you will be lost, and it will become much more stressful than if you actually try and honestly do it yourself. I'd rather you be honest and be like, I can't figure it out, and hopefully I can help you. And I want you to get help from your friends and classmates. I want us to work together, but in a way that we're not just giving each other our code and not really fixing the issue. So let's talk about trying to download these two IDEs. So you can either type in this website in your browser, or you could even Google it. I guess I'll show you, how to Google it. If you Google it, it's just going to be BlueJ, not JAE. And it's the first search result right here. This is the logo of it. So you could go to the main website, or you could go to download. You could go here, and the very first screen it brings you to is the screen in order to download it. So download and install depends on what kind of device you are downloading it to. It does talk about some of the requirements of what operating system needs to be on it, at least. Most of us, I think, will be doing Windows or Mac. I'm on a Windows, so what you would do is you just click here on this, and down here it will show you where it's downloading something. Now this one says can't be downloaded securely. I guess it's more of a warning, so I'm going to say keep, and it's going to start downloading. Down here you can see how much of it has downloaded and how much longer it has left. If you have a, I guess, good internet connection, it shouldn't take very long. Now I already have this program installed on my current computer, so I'm just doing this as an example. So I'm not going to reinstall it. Some of you guys might have some issues with this as you're trying to do this. I, want to help you out, whether we're in class or together or, online. I'll try and help you out if you're having issues with this. So we'll do this one. This one's almost done. And getting close. All right. So now it's done. And you could go over here and you could say open when done to go ahead and download it. Anyways, I'm not going to do that now, so I want you to try that. The other program is Greenfoot, and you could type in the website that's on the syllabus, or you could Google it, and it is the first result. And you'd go through the same process and download and install it. Now, once you have it download installed, let's see. I have it. Here's my BlueJ. Okay, so double click it, and first time, as you install it, it's going to ask you some different things, different options, and let's take a little bit to open. So that it's opening. I think I have a slightly older version, but I don't think there's going to be a major difference in what we see. It's a pretty simple IDE. There are IDEs out there that do a lot more for you. Now, this has just the last thing I had open. So I'm going to close it. So this is what it would usually look like. And we're going to do a couple programs together just to get the hang of the details of it. But you would go to project, you'd go to new project, and then you would have to pick a name for it and where to store it. So we'll talk about that in a separate video, but you need to at least have the program installed and ready to go. So that's it.